Hi, I'm Abby. Welcome to my New York City kitchen, where today we are making Instant Pot short ribs. So I have a bunch of things in front of me here. First, we have beef short ribs. There are different styles, but these ones are smaller and have a full bone in there. And then there are also ones that are longer and have less bone that are called flanken. You can use either type. The meat comes from the rib area of the cow, and it has a good amount of marbling in there and does really well with things like pressure cooking and slow cooking, because over time that will tenderize the meat in a slow cooker, and the pressure cooker uses heat and pressure to tenderize the meat in a quicker way. So we're going to make an Asian style marinade today. So I'm going to put everything in a bowl here. First, we have garlic and ginger that goes into the bowl. This is sesame oil into the bowl. Then we have some onions are gonna go in there. And as I do this, I'm gonna kind of mix everything together pretty well, like so. We have soy sauce. This is apple cider, which will add a nice kind of appley sweet flavor and help break down the meat a little bit as it marinates. We'll mix this a little bit. This is honey, to add a touch of sweetness. You can also use maple syrup. Mix that all in here. In goes a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of pepper. Mix that all together. And then we have mirin, which is a sweet vinegar, and rice wine vinegar. Both are used often in Asian style cooking. And then we're gonna marinate our short ribs for about 4 hours or up to 24 hours. So the longer they marinate, the more flavor they will absorb. And there are two ways of doing it. You can put all the marinade in the bowl here and then cover it and put it in the fridge. Or you can put all of your meat into a big Ziploc baggie, a resealable baggie, and then put the marinade in there and put that in the fridge. So either works great. We're gonna carefully pour this all in. And then I'm just gonna mix this a little bit, get everything in there. And remember, don't forget to use your hands so that we make sure that we get all of the meat covered and in the marinade. All right, so I'm gonna cover this. I'm gonna put this in the fridge for a few hours, and we'll see you back here so that we can put it into the Instant Pot pressure cooker. All right, see you in a few. Okay, so we're back. We have marinated our beef short ribs for 4 hours. Just a couple quick things about pressure cooking and why I love it so much before we do all of that. First of all, I can set it and forget it. So we just marinated these for 4 hours. It took me less than 5 to actually put the marinade together. And now I'm just gonna throw everything in the pressure cooker and walk away again for a good 45 to an hour. And then we'll have a full meal, and all we need to do is pair it with some kind of starch like brown rice or quinoa and some vegetables, and we'll have a full meal. Tons of great leftovers, and it'll leave you time to go do things like shovel snow if it's snowing where you are this winter. And that's about it. So we have our Instant Pot. You can use a regular pressure cooker also. I'm gonna take off the top here. I'm just gonna carefully put everything into the pot. Like so. And then I kept this hand clean so that I can take care of the controls. So we'll put the top back on. And then what we want to do is hit the manual pressure, and then it'll go to 20 minutes. If it doesn't hit 20 minutes when you hit manual pressure, then you just toggle with the buttons. We want 20 minutes. We want to make sure our vent is sealed. So there it goes. It's gonna come up to pressure, which can take about 10 or 15 minutes max, and then it will cook for 20 minutes, and then we wanna do what's called a natural release. So when it's done with 20 minutes of cooking and we let it beep, we're gonna leave it alone for another 20 or 30 minutes so that it can come back to temperature and continue to cook a little bit. You can really leave it that way for as long as you want. It will still be good, and the longer you cook it, the more it'll just keep getting better and better. So don't feel like you have to open it as soon as that 20 or 30 minutes natural release is done. But if you want to get dinner on the table, then obviously 20 or 30 minutes of natural release is perfect. So we're gonna let this do its magic, and we will see you back here in a little bit, okay? Okay, so we have pressure cooked for 20 minutes. We also let it go for about 45 minutes on natural release. So when I unseal it, there's no more steam left in there because it is really depressurized pretty much in that time and just been still heating. So I'm taking off the top, and that looks beautiful. Oh, look at that. So you can take a bowl like this. You could put grain in there, some brown rice or quinoa, and you could put the short ribs right on top of that, and then a little veg. So let's put some in a bowl and take a look at how beautiful this is. And then we get a little of the sauce. Beautiful. Then we also have some scallions. So I'm just gonna put some scallions right on top there. Gorgeous. All right. I'm Abby. Thanks for watching me today. This is my Instant Pot short ribs. We will see you next time. Bye.